to me like.
Hey, guys, I am so sorry I was so late. Phoenix has 100. Well, now he's got 102, but he had almost 104 before. So he needed soup and then he needed more soup. So he called me like 5 seconds right before I was about to go live and he needed more soup. So that's why it took so long. So I apologize that it took me so long. So I have a little friend here with me tonight. Say hi. Say I'm dirty and I need a haircut really, really bad. I don't know why it's getting blurry. So, well, yeah, when we went out before, thank you, Ruby. When we went out before, he was pretty sick. Like Dayton came home. Now I'm getting hot. Dayton came home and it was not good. But I do want to thank everyone for the PayPals and Cash Apps. Very much appreciated. Yeah, he's not doing so well. He's a little better now. But like I called my mom and I'm like, "Ma, I got a question." She's like, "What?" I said, "Phoenix always ran like high fevers." So I didn't really think much of it when he was young. But I said, "Thank you, Joy." But I said, "When does a kid become an adult?" She's like, "What do you mean?" And I said, like when he was 13, a high fever was no big deal. But as an almost 19-year-old, it's kind of different. She's like, "No, that's an adult. He should not be running that high." So I'm like, "Yeah, because he's not a kid anymore." So thank you, Richie. So I'm a little nervous, like she's like, "Make sure you watch his fever really, really close. Make sure that, you keep an eye on it." But in typical Phoenix fashion, give him 2 Tylenol, fever comes right down. So, but I'm glad it happened today and not like Saturday. I have to be careful too because I can't get sick. So I'm like, maybe I should walk around the house in a mask and gloves because the last thing I need is to go get sick around Jonice, which I'm seeing Monday. So now I'm like, uh-oh. So I got to be careful. So I'm trying to like stay away from him as much as possible. So how you guys doing today? I'm doing great. Let me say hi to everyone. What's up, Bleach? What's up, Ruby and Joy and Crystal and Sly Angel and Danny and Richie and Joy? True Texan in the house. Thank you, Teresa. Fritzy, Bart, Lindsay, Country Girl, Tinker, Catherine, Amber, Curvy Barbie, Leslie, Lindsay. I think I got everyone. Denise, Ruby Blue, Haunting Haley. I think I got everyone. At least so far. Hey, Zelda. Hey, Monica. Thank you, guys. Where do I begin? I forgot what I was going to say. Hey, Betty. Hey, Grain. I forgot what I was going to say. All right. So we'll just start with the video while I think of it. But there is a video that Lippy put out, and I know everybody is sick and tired of hearing the whole Jones and Queen Bee argument, fight, or whatever. But Lindsay's video is important. Not Lindsay, Lippy. This video is important because it coincides with what I said earlier and my long rant earlier. It kind of coincides with that. And it was made, I don't know when it was made. I think it was made after my rant. Clipper, too, also has my rant from earlier about Crystal. I was going to say Catherine, about Crystal. And I'm glad somebody posted it. I really am. So thank you for that, Clipper. And I haven't been on the tubes all day, but I don't think Crystal's gotten an apology yet. And it's pretty sad. But Lippy's video, thank you, Joy. Lippy's video, to me, speaks volumes. It really does. It says a lot. And like I said, it just kind of coincides. And people looking for a non-biased clip channel, you have two. You have Clipper and you have Lippy. Now, Lippy disappeared for a while. I don't know if now she's back. Hopefully she is. But these are not, especially Clipper, these are non-biased clip channels. They're not targeting one particular person. They're highlighting the best of the best. Clipper's been around a long time. Why did they? Well, that's what I'm saying. This kind of, oh, you missed my rant? Who missed my rant from this morning, from this afternoon? I went on a rant. All right, I'll play both videos. I'll play Clipper 2 with my rant. Hey, Adrian. And then I will play Libby's video. And I want to thank all these clip channels because one had candles. Clipper uses a fluffer. So cute. Clipper, I agree, Adrian. She is very non-biased, and that's what I'm saying. If you want a good clip channel that's not biased, Clipper is a very good one. All right, so here's my rant from earlier. Woohoo! Can't tell the kids about that one. I didn't even know Kobe did gift cards. All right, well, that just made my day. Thank you. All right. So let's get into this. Okay. So there I am listening. And one of the things, I guess some people think that if you ignore something long enough, or there seems to be this thing in the community, that if you avoid something long enough, when you come back, you can just lie about it. Because that's what I feel like is happening, that you could just lie about things. So Queen Bee comes back all of a sudden today that Aileen was lying about stuff. Aileen wasn't lying about anything. But I guess she thinks that she can manipulate people by saying that she lied. What did Aileen lie about? Please tell me. She didn't lie about PJ's docs. She didn't lie about the text messages. She didn't lie that you're a shady bitch. So please tell me what she lied about, that you're running your mouth today about how Aileen lied. Aileen didn't lie about anything. So I don't get this whole Aileen lied all of a sudden. I'm like, what? So then to add to that, then they were talking about QB and how they don't have yes people. And of course, my name comes up. And of course, it's someone in chat. I'm assuming it was someone in chat. I wasn't watching chat, but the way QB said it, I'm assuming it came from chat. So she goes, yeah, we don't have yes people like Laura does. What? After they just went on a 10-minute thing about how Cappy goes up, Cappy talks behind the scenes. Cappy says stuff behind the scenes. Cappy does this behind the scenes. So it's okay for them to talk behind the scenes, but you always have to throw me in like I did something. Or you always have to use me as a comparison. Stop using me as a comparison for your petty bullshit.
Stop using Crystal as a comparison for Jonesin. Still never got an apology. And that was the other thing that I don't know exactly where the timestamp was. But here's an example. If me and Peggy go rob a bank, but I'm standing outside and she's the one that actually puts the gun up to their heads, but I'm the drive-away car, guess what? I'm still just as guilty. So all I hear out of Queen Bee about the whole Crystal situation, well, I didn't do it. Well, it had nothing to do with me. Well, I'm not the one that asked for the information. Let me tell you something. I can't say 100% if I'm correct in what I'm about to say, but I am 99% correct that I'm about to say. And that is Queen Bee threatening to dox Crystal and threatening to dox Capone and stating that she has their information came before the Jones and Dad incident. I am 99% sure that I am correct in that. So for her to run around stating how it's all Jonesin, it's not me, it's all Jonesin. Jonesin's the one that did that. I had nothing to do with Crystal Doc. That is a blatant lie, an absolute blatant lie, because that story has now changed 3 times. And I'm right, Crystal, right? I'm 99.9% sure that I am. But she threatened Crystal and Capone long before the Jones and Dad thing. So don't sit there and act like you're so innocent and it's all Jonesin. How about you both fucking apologize to Crystal? Why is that so difficult for you guys to own your shit? Nobody should have Crystal's personal information. I don't have Crystal. Well, I do because she bought candles, but I don't have people's personal information. Why do you guys? I don't know Queen Bee's address. I don't give a shit what B Tim's address is. I don't care what Cappy's address is. I don't care what any of them are. And they talk shit about me every single day. I don't know Granny's address. I don't know any of these people's addresses. Why? I don't care. I don't need to look people up because I have nothing else better to do or because they talk crap about me. How about you just own your shit, QB, and apologize for needing people's information to what? Threaten them? To harass them? What were you going to do with them?
I totally blew the F-bombs today. Totally.
To dox them? You were going to intimidate them? So all of this bullshit about, oh, well, it's not on me. It's not on. That's all I keep hearing out of her is it's not on me. That's Jonesin. That's Jonesin. That's Jonesin. No, it was you long before Jonesin. I wouldn't say long before, but it was definitely you. There's confirmation now that it was you that ran your mouth about having their information. So don't say that Jonesin came to you and you were just, your hands were tied. You didn't know anything. How about you just own your shit and apologize? I know that's so hard for you. I know that someone like you can never own your shit, but let's not forget that this is a sub. Crystal is a sub. So if you want me to start threatening your subs and say, oh, been dreaming, I got your info, or Ellie, I know your job, how would you like it? How would you like it for your a biggest supporter, or which has been dreaming, or your friend there, Ellie? Would you like it? The difference between you and me, QB, is I'm not a narcissist. I can apologize. I would say, you know what? You're 100% right, Ellie. I am so sorry. There's no reason I needed your stuff. There's no reason I needed your address. There's no reason why I needed to know who you were just because you were talking shit, but you're a sub. Crystal's not, I can't even compare her to Ellie because she's not on panels. So I can't compare her to Ben Dreamin. I've seen Ben Dreamin on a panel like once or twice. So we'll go with Ben Dreamin. How would you feel? How would you feel if Pecan Pie, if I'm like, well, I need all Pecan Pie's information, and then try to threaten her with it on a live, or calling Capone a pedo, which you deny? You still never apologize for it. You just make excuses because that's all you know how to do is make excuses. How about you put the excuses aside and own your shit? That was the first thing I wanted to address. They use Grandma Charity. No, but it's just when I hear the lack of accountability of what was done to Crystal, just because they didn't like that Crystal doesn't like them or talk shit about them, neither one of them are apologizing. Neither one of them are saying anything. But more importantly, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Jonesin has at least taken accountability. She may not have apologized yet, but she's taken accountability. Unlike the other one who can't even take accountability. She just wants to say nothing and run her mouth. And then deny it. This plausible deniability. Like, please. So then I hear them talk about clip channels. How they don't, by the way, I have a new video. They don't like the clip channels. They don't, there's no clip channels left. There's only one, and that's Pull Up Jules. Pull Up Jules is a Laura hate channel. That's all she does. Laura hate. 90% of her videos is Laura hate. So if you want to sit up there and bitch about a channel or a couple of channels being made about you, don't push other channels that are solely made on one person. Because then you're just the hypocrite that I've been calling you out to be for over a year. So before I move on, let's watch the next video that was dropped.
So that was my rant today. I say that was one of my rants today because I had a few. But that was my main rant. And I thank Clipper for clipping it. Now, that kind of coincides with Lippy's video because now you're going to hear where it all stemmed from. And that would be Lippy. Well, all right. Lippy is your bae. Thank you, Allie. Hey, Kim, thank you. QB is passing the buck to Jones with doxing, 150%. It's all Jonesing. It's not QB at all. She's completely innocent and she has no part in it. And no. And by the way, I also want to put this out there. No, I was ranting earlier. I want to put this out here. And I mean this like 150%. To all my haters that love QB, did you ever ask yourself why QB hates me so much? Did it ever occur to you? Because honestly, I didn't do anything to her. There was nothing that I did to her. There was no like, oh my God, she screwed me over. Nothing like that. My personal opinion, it's because I'm one of the few that see right through her and she fucking hates it. She hates the fact that I can see right through her. And I know what a fraud she is and what a narcissist she is. And she, to me, is so easy to see through. And she hates it. That's why she hates me so much. Because I don't kiss her ass. Because other than that, I've never done anything to her. I've never turned on her. I've never shown private shit. I've never doxed her. Nothing. Simple. I see right through her. And she knows it.
Oh, here, yeah. And we got Jones in the chat. Okay, see, that's the thing. You can come over here and run your fucking mouth and talk all kinds of shit, but you can't say shit to me, huh? Yeah, I think that's really comical. And the first one, so now we got amnesia. You just forgot. You sent all these people's personal information around. We forgot about that though. We got amnesia now, huh? We forgot.
I think you said you showed proof of that yesterday.
Yeah, I did. It's on my community fucking tab too. But yeah, as soon as she got fucking, she came in here yesterday threatening, well, I'm gonna have to show private messages now because you want to lie in front of 700 people, beat Tim, when really she was the motherfucking liar. So yes, I did drop the fucking screenshots where she said she was asking for their fucking information.
So
or, sorry, she asked for people's information, but supposedly gave it to her dad. Which at the time,
supposedly, well, okay, okay. Girl, stop.
Stop what?
Passing information around and supposedly gave it to the dad. I posted the screenshot of you agreeing with it.
Yes, I did, because Laura called your dad a pedo. When Laura called your dad a pedo and said he fucked with you when you were a child, that's fucking wrong.
You love repeating that, don't you? You love repeating that.
I would still.
And notice how the story keeps changing of what I said to Joneson. Now QB has changed this narrative like 3 times. No, I never said that. That is not what was said or how it was said. But you keep running with that.
Still stick up for you. If the shit was said today, I would still stick up for you because it's fucking wrong no matter what.
I know, and I agree with that, but that's not what that was about.
Yes, it is what it's about.
No, you repeating what Laura said about my dad is not what it's about. You said that I got their information just now, right before I jumped up, and sent it around. Girl, you said sent it around. Anybody watching can rewind. You said sending it around everywhere and supposedly sending it to your dad. That's exactly what you said.
Send it to your dad, and I don't know if you sent it around everywhere else because.
Now, I did not catch this the first time around. Hold on. I didn't realize there were screenshots running in the background. Jones said, beat Tim because of you running your mouth on this live of 700 at the time. I now have to put out more DMs showing I've never asked for Crystal's info. Can't read that. It's something Laura calling me a liar. Yeah, Crystal backed up Laura. Crystal backed up Laura, calling him a pedo. Thanks for trying to take up for him, babe. I can't see Dummy's comments because I blocked her. That was not Jonesin that said that. I have to pay to get the info on how to contact these Crystal and Laura people here. I don't want people lie to me, deceive me, and have the fucking balls to act like I'm in the wrong. Something about Nunya pulled something. I wish these were clear. Oh, is it Tragedy Pimps? All right, she has them on a post. All right, then I'll look at it after because this is like really hard to read.
Everywhere else because she sent other messages around. You said that yourself. You've been sending messages to people.
Okay.
So I don't know what you sent around.
You
And
also
what
said I sent shit to that channel.
All right, damage control with the backhand. All right, hold on. Sick and tired of being lied on. I showed these on my live and seen you immediately went into doing damage control with a backhanded apology, Jonesin. Tell me again that you didn't dig up Crystal and Laura's private info. Your dad paying $20 for the information on a live and you giving it to him when you got it, as you said.
Who asked for Crystal's personal?
Yourself in the screenshots. That makes 4 people you have went searching for personal information on. I never asked you to do this, nor did I help you. I don't believe that.
Did you send shit to the channel or you didn't?
No, I didn't. I've been saying I
Okay, so Lippy is, I'm assuming, going to prove that QB is lying, which we all knew anyway.
To send it to him, right? Is that how this went down then? Or
What?
You gave them to Nunya to send over? Is that right? Is that what you were saying? I mean,
No.
because
I said I dropped them in my private DM.
All right, this is Jonesin saying, showed about Crystal and Laura. They're attached below. I recognize the first screenshot, but I don't recall the second. But just because I don't recall it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It obviously did. I have been transparent with getting Laura's name, channel link, and email for my dad to turn over his police department. He was new to YouTube and didn't understand why someone was saying what they were saying about him until tonight. Every time I heard it claimed or seen it typed, have my dad Crystal's info. I've been trying to
do a fucking channel that no
correct it from chat. In reality, I just had a correct.
one wants to claim.
I said, yeah, I said, I don't know.
I don't know why I said I gave Dad Laura and Crystal's info when I've never asked for Crystal's. I don't even know what state she's in, if she's married, if she has kids. She's in the state of Illinois with 2 kids. She's a school teacher.
I said I dropped them in my DM though. That's what I said. Yeah, who did I pass it to? The police, exactly. But yet, when you want to point all these fingers, but you don't want them pointing back at you, who'd you send it to? Who'd you send PJ shit to? Aileen.
I sent it to
I've
Aileen.
known her
She didn't say, hey, I'm going to go to PJ's house. She said she needed it for court, and you knew that.
No,
Yeah, you did.
that's a lie. That is a
You did
fucking
know
lie.
that. Yes, you fucking did.
Okay, so now QB, thank you, Sweetie Pie. So now QB is switching it up that she gave Aileen PJ's info for court. Please tell me who believes this bullshit. Please tell me. Because this is utter bullshit. Aileen did not need it for court. PJ wasn't going to court. That would have been Dolly. So anyone that believes that, you're being lied to. again.
That's a fucking lie. PJ wasn't even around. Why the fuck would she need it for court?
Okay.
Jones and then goes on to say, this is all I can say. I don't know why I said I gave a department Crystal's info too. QB, you know where I live. You have my permission to go real life if you need to. Call the sheriff's department. Ask them if there are reports between Cody and Crystal. I absolutely did send Laura's to Dad, and then it was forwarded to the departments as I was a serious accusation towards a law enforcement officer.
But you texted this, give me all PJ's information and doxed her on your fucking channel. Okay.
Yeah, and I privated it. And
Laura knows this. Laura and Dad traded apologies, and we moved on. I don't regret it, and I would do it again if someone else would have said the same.
PJ ain't got a problem. Why do you?
Exactly. Why the fuck do you? You continuously want to continuously bring it up.
What?
And my friends, that is called gaslighting 101. What I do regret was flexing as if I did the same with Crystal's info. Does this mean my hands are dirty? Not fully. Laura's stuff was sent as a precautionary measure to a sheriff's department, not my DMs, not to my friends, and definitely not someone who has been very open and honest about going real life and harassing people. A sheriff's department. That does matter when placing a real lifer stamp on someone. What you do with the information matters.
You said Jen.
And just so you know, according to all their theories, I am absolutely not a real lifer. Just saying.
PJ, Aileen, you guys can't stop bringing the shit up.
No, because you're pointing fingers, but you don't.
In a private message, right?
You want to sit up here and insinuate I'm sending shit to God knows who.
You don't know who you're sending shit to. You've been sending shit around. How do all these fucking, how does Deets have private messages?
Okay, yeah, Crystal backed up Laura, calling him a PDO. Thanks for trying to something for him, babe. I can't see dumbest comments. Okay.
Because
I have a DM. I told you.
How does Willow have private messages? How does the
I didn't hear you say you gave anyone her personal info. I gave the name and city and state of Crystal and Laura to Dad. He had the department make a note of it, just in case anyone tried to call the department and accuse him of that.
fucking channel that nobody claims have private messages? If you ain't passing shit the fuck around.
What is a tag?
What is a DM?
Direct message.
Okay.
The whole thing is.
Then she talked about taking wrench. Do you really want me to take that wrench? I don't want to.
You said we won't leave it alone, that you gave Aileen that shit. The only reason it's being brought up right now is because you're sitting on here saying I've passed shit to willy-nilly, whoever.
We don't know who you passed. We don't.
I've passed Laura.
We know it's just getting played that you were doxing her to your dad or for your dad. They spin shit and you know that.
And Crystal's doxed around. Supposedly I sent it to the sheriff's department. If I did.
Says, I just don't want you to be in a shitty spot because of me, because I'm not sure I can be nice after today. But QB followers, QB's obsessors, all wonder, oh, Laura's just involved because she wants to be relevant. I already am relevant because you keep bringing my name up, but the fact that me and Crystal keep getting named in every single live and every single fight, that's why I keep talking about it. When we get some apologies, especially Crystal, when QB decides to apologize to her and Jones would apologize to her, no problem. I'll shut the fuck up. But every day, Laura Crystal, it seems to be the basis of their fight.
Get Crystal's information. Where would it have
We're
been?
gonna rip right the fuck through every little piece of it. First of all, let me say this too. Until I see some paperwork or I hear it straight from Capone's fucking mouth, that autism shit is out the motherfucking window. Okay? That protected class bullshit out the fucking window. I don't give a fuck to hear any of that shit. The only reason why you say that shit is so you can protect him. You want to go after Nick and beat him? Okay, I'm going to go after Capone and Crystal. Okay, so get ready for it. Since that's how you want to play, liar, liar, Laura's ass is on fucking fire. Big old fat ass.
By the way, QB, anytime you want to compare asses, I'm all for it. All for it.
Yes, bitch. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. That's why we're over here and not on the fucking other one. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to get real goddamn nasty. And you know what? I might.
And that was on 6/21 of 23. If anyone knows the date that Jones and Dad's incident took place, let me know. Because I don't think it was before 6/21.
I just show Capone's fucking picture. Since we like showing pictures and shit, and we like talking shit, I might just go ahead and just do that. I got his and I got Crystal's. His docs was sent to me, and so was Crystal's. So I might just fuck it. We might just put it all out there. And we like talking shit. I might just go ahead and just do that. I got his and I got Crystal's. His docs was sent to me, and so was Crystal's. So I might just fuck it. We might just put it all out there tonight.
I sent it to the sheriff's department. If I did get Crystal's information, where would it have went? The same fucking place I said I sent Laura's. Where did yours go?
Dad's a retired police officer. We don't know where that shit's going. He doesn't work for the police department, so cut that
He's
shit
still
out.
a sworn in officer, dummy.
It don't matter, dummy.
It does
We don't know
fucking
where
matter.
that shit's going. Crystal and Laura have no idea who their information's going to, and why the fuck would a police officer need it?
Again, Laura, see, you keep trying to poke at PJ and me supposedly doxing her. Okay, MK slowed that. No, MK slowed that fucking video down, frame by frame by frame, to pull some Justin for all bullshit to try to find one spot that was not blurred. When I found that out on your live, I took it down.
It shouldn't have been put up.
Oh, it should have, because you should have been sending Ginny Jen screenshots of some fake
Oh,
shit.
I sent one fucking screenshot after you dropped the fucking whole inbox full? Okay. Okay.
What whole inbox, girl? You know our inbox is way more deeper than what I.
Notice how QB swayed from the question, because Joneson asked, well, what did you do with their information? And QB deflected it. And then the whole subject got twisted. I would like to know what she did with Capone's info and what she did with Crystal's info, because she claimed she had it. So what did she do with it?
All the information you have on PJ. Give me all the information you have on PJ. So then you said, no, you didn't want PJ's, you wanted Tanya G's.
Nope, you're wrong. I said I wanted the stuff that PJ supposedly put out about Tanya G, harassing Tanya G.
Okay, so you didn't want her docs. Just say you're a real lifer, right? I mean, we're going with real lifers, right? Nanya, just say you're a real lifer.
Jesus Christ, like you're switching up and twisting things right now.
Just say you're a real lifer.
You're twisting things so bad.
So just say that.
Okay, cool. You're twisting it. You just twisted it right then.
Then Jones, or not Jones, and didn't PJ ask that her doc stuff he's spoken about?
Yeah, on Queen wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Well, I think she meant every direction, to be honest.
No, I've talked to her.
I've talked to her too.
Mm-hmm. Girl. I didn't go live and talk about it for 3 fucking lives.
Yeah, Jill, you should. Yeah, Cappy, she did.
Share many messages with others that you didn't show publicly, but
What?
I don't know. Captain Nathan said you share many messages with others that you didn't show publicly.
There's a lot of messages I haven't shown publicly, and I've told them keep fucking lying on me, and I will keep releasing them. I've told them that from the beginning. That shit ain't above me. That shit is not above me.
I had to prove your lie several times on my fucking community
You
tab.
proved one fucking lie that I lied about sending Crystal's info.
And Laura's.
No, because Laura's was sent.
Crystal and Laura.
I said
Crystal and Laura. I said Crystal and Laura. It says it right the fuck in there. Their city,
yeah,
state
I
name.
said I sent Crystal, or I said I sent Laura's.
Okay, well, go back and read the fucking inbox because you said Laura and Crystal.
No, I agreed with that. Yes, I said that. Like, what's the argument there? That's the only thing you proved, though, is that I lied about sending. That's the only thing you proved, though.
You ain't changed shit.
I lied about sending Crystal's info. Why I lied to y'all, I don't know. Again, I said you know where I fucking live. You have my permission. Call the sheriff's department. Check the report, man.
Call the sheriff's department, involve them in your
So then
fucking lie
shut the
about
fuck
it.
up.
I don't care about that.
So then stop. If you don't want to
Why don't you stop putting private fucking messages around? The shit could have been dead.
stop lying, and I will.
Okay, you stop lying and I will too.
Okay.
Wait, I do
deal.
have a fair question though, because if we're saying that, because I think we're all guilty of this. I'll be honest, I am. If we're saying that sharing somebody's information in private is a dox, and by that standards, Josen, Queen, and myself were doxers.
Yeah.
Right. So this is
Make
what
it
I'm
make
saying
sense.
today. We're all pointing our fingers and calling everybody else all these things that we are also all guilty of, right?
Absolutely.
What's the argument?
Absolutely. I don't.
You don't know either.
I don't know. I don't know. I came up, look, and then she jumps down. She keeps putting these things out there that I've doxed, or like on her community post last night, she put that I doxed 4 people. 4 people where? What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'll have to remove Tanya G because apparently you saying you didn't ask for her information. So okay, I'll remove Tanya G. But yeah, other than that, yeah, you have.
Who?
You did fucking get Crystal Moore's information. Yeah, you did. So if a dox is
I don't have Crystal's information. I mean, you can believe that though. I get it because I did tell y'all that I had Crystal's information. I did tell y'all that I sent Crystal's information over to the sheriff's department. I don't know why I included Crystal in that because I did send Laura's, but whatever. I'll let you have that. Fine, have it.
Okay.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Hey guys. I had a question, Jonathan. Okay.
What?
So, all the things that you wanted to expose about Queen in the messenger thread, right? Aside from that, why did you share all kinds of other stuff with Willow and Deeks and whoever else? Like, what did we do to you? What did the other girls in that DM do to you? Why would you do that?
I didn't share all kinds of other stuff.
That's not what Willow's saying.
I know
Willow's
what Willow's saying.
75
Believe me,
got
I
these
know.
screenshots, and he even said that Allie Joe, who hasn't even got really brought up because she hardly ever talked in there at all, that she was the least problematic person in that whole thread. That's indicative of him seeing the whole thread.
That's because I told him Ellie Joe was never in there.
He said from his
Willow's
observation.
talking shit, and it's getting under y'all's skin. That's what he wants to do.
No, baby. Like, it
Okay.
really, like, he exposes you is what he does. He gets
Okay.
drunk and he gets on panels and he exposes you.
No,
And you're running around telling
you see it that
people
way, but I
things
don't.
like,
I'm sorry.
well, listen, though, like, I've seen you guys, like, run around and talk about, like, you know, hinting that people, so-and-so is being talk shit about in the DM. Oh, ask her what she really thinks of you. Why do you want to, you're talking about how you're not going to expose everything because so many people will be hurt. Meanwhile, you're going running around and trying to hurt people's feelings, saying shit like that. Like, I just don't understand what the end goal is here. Like, is it really about right fighting or is it about some animosity?
What's right fighting?
Right fighting, like right and wrong. So I'm, you know, on the side of right. That's what that is.
Joy, somebody made a really good point. They're worried about it because there's lots of doxing to hide. Or there's a lot of stuff about Betty. And I agree with that. Hey, Willow.
No, it's not about right fighting. It's about just clearing my name, honestly. That's what it is for
Your
me.
name has been cleared. Why did you start all of this? Like, that's not
I didn't
your
start
name.
shit. First
Really?
off, really, the Discord was the beginning problem.
Okay.
I didn't start shit.
What
How did
about
Discord get in the messenger?
Good Egg and a couple other
And
people?
the only reason I sent the Grandma Sherry shit and to our personal DM is because Grandma Sherry came in there asking about it and talking to Willow about what happened with Queen. And Willow had not known anything.
I got a fucking email that said they thought she was fucking lying about running a fucking cat sanctuary instead of fucking being honest about why she was fucking needing the money. And I came to you guys and talked to you guys personally about it. I didn't go fucking hit the live stream and say, here, let's just dog her the fuck out. No, never once did I ever say that. So why would you fucking put it out there like I did that?
I didn't. That's what I'm saying. Everybody thinks that we're just like, oh my God, let me tell you about what she did to Grandma Sherry. That didn't happen. Grandma Sherry came in there and nobody was even discussing it. Her and Willow had a conversation and it set Willow off. He got upset. Grandma Sherry asked me for the messages.
Maybe there's some triangulation going on.
Yeah,
think
I'd
there's
say
a lot
so.
Yeah. Okay, aside from that, though.
Aside
Like,
from that, y'all all sit there and let Queen lie on that fucking panel. Let BTM lie on that fucking panel.
What can
Allie Joe. Cappy of all people should know from the DC that Facebook messages will get released. Anyone from the old DC knows it happened to us 4 years ago, where somebody in my inner circle gave out her password and the entire fucking community saw months worth of every message. People still talk about it today. Cappy should know better.
Ellie lied on that fucking panel.
Ellie's told you out.
Ellie's fucking lying.
Fucking lying. So
Ellie
not a
is
liar.
fucking lying.
Ellie has not been caught in one single lie.
On y'all side, maybe. She's been caught in a lot over here. A
I
lot.
don't know about that, baby.
Okay.
A particular lie, maybe that would help.
She said that Boston told Indy that I shared BTM's docs.
Wait, say that
That's a
again?
fucking lie.
That Boston said what?
That Boston told Indy that I shared BTM's docs. She just put that in my chat the other day.
Oh, Boston never said you shared B-Tim's docs. That never came out of
Right.
his mouth.
So that's a fucking lie.
Are you okay Is with it a Ellie lie or coming was she up? wrong? Johnson,
What, Ben?
are you okay with Ellie coming up?
Yes.
I don't want any, again, nobody ganged up on, so I'm just making sure.
Oh, well, it's about to happen because Ellie has been fucking harassing me behind the scenes for days.
I've
For
been harassing
days.
people.
Yes, bitch. I've had to block you twice.
Great job, Libby. Even if you don't have new friends, your old friends could do the exact same thing. My advice to you, Allie, and I mean this wholeheartedly, if you can't see the type of people that you're fucking with, don't be surprised when you get burned. It's plain and simple. I don't know how people don't see it. I really, truly don't. If you can't see the shadiness and the nonsense and the lies and the hypocrite and everything that is blaring right in front of you, on top of the attitude, don't be shocked when it happens again with your current friends, not your new friends, with your current friends. Yeah, not you, Ellie writes. Hey, Barika. She's had a bit of a break. Who? He was going on Laura, happy belated birthday. It's not belated. See you with a nice blunt cut. Sharp edges. Thanks. Who was going on? People still cover for BHB or every day are sick? Same people that cover for her. I mean, literally, she can't even hold a fucking conversation. Literally, she can't hold a conversation. All she does is bullshit. All she does is lie. All she does is point fingers and owns nothing. Literally nothing. So why do these people think that they're not going to get burned? Oh, they're going to get burned. Some people need to quit oversharing. I agree with that too. QB is the one who told Aileen about Dietz's panel, telling her that Joneson and Dietz were talking smack about her. QB is a shit stirrer. I agree with that. QB's friends get backstabbed the worst by the looks. With friends like that, who needs enemies? I don't know what Ali Joe's talking about. Thank you, Scorpio. Queen Bee's thug act is overplayed. She's a whiny little baby. Stop talking about me. I agree. I absolutely agree. Her followers are pathetic, though. They really are fucking pathetic. I was watching some of the chat today when I was getting ready. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, these have to be the most pathetic human beings I've ever seen. They want to fit in so badly. They want to be accepted by that lowlife so badly that it's almost comical. Like, for real, it's almost comical. I can't decide if I pity them or if I can just laugh at them. Like, for real. Hey, Jam. I did have a good day. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. This was the bracelet. I had no idea what she spent on this until tonight. I was like, oh my God. But there's, let me see. There's the charm with the breast cancer hope. And then my garnet. And by the way, there's my tat live in the fresh. So for anyone that thinks that like I'm faking cancer, getting a tattoo up my arm with the cancer symbol, I think that would be a little much, just saying. I really do think that would be a little much. Getting a tattoo halfway up my arm if I'm lying about something, just to appease people on YouTube. Gotcha. Fucking morons. Yeah, I don't think you guys ever really saw the whole thing. That's my tat. I have a blurry background because my room's a mess. But that's my tat. But I did that because it's all fake, you know, because I'm totally lying on YouTube. Fucking morons. Thank you, Roses. I'm cold. But I realized I never totally showed you guys. I don't think I've been on camera much. But yeah, that's my tat. Yeah, it's all marker. That's what it is. Thank you. I know it is big. It wasn't supposed to be that big. But she said that in order for me to get the detail that I wanted, it had to be that big. Whoop. So, what are you barking at? I'm going to put you on camera. And say, I need a bath. Say, I need a bath. Why you keep getting blurry? You want to get a heartbeat for your open heart? Ah, that's a cute one. Whoop. You need a haircut. And Phoenix feels better. Yeah, he does. He sits on my lap. If you really wanted to scam, the money is in lawyer fund scams. Start a fight with most hated person in community, guarantee money. Good point. Really good point. But I couldn't believe when people, like there was so many people that came in earlier and said something. Yeah, because I spend a couple of $100 on a tattoo on my arm just to appease YouTube people. Like, again, go fuck yourself. As I said earlier. Thank you for that Cash App. You know who you are. All right, I'm gonna drop a link if anyone wants to come up. Doug Hutton, isn't that what's his name? Asshole? They'll be fighting again tomorrow. Big fights do start right before something that will bring money. Tax season is coming. That's an interesting point. No thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, isn't that Doug Hutton? I agree, Bella. I totally agree. It is beyond ridiculous. Absolutely beyond ridiculous. It is so stupid already. I'd say cancer is a much better reason to raise 40K than an LOL suit. I know. I haven't raised anything for my cancer. Yes, my people bought me so much stuff from my Amazon list, pretty much everything. And I cannot thank them enough. Like, but I never did, a GoFundMe or anything like that. So I don't know why everyone's got this big thing. Was I a bit of an asshole 4 years ago? Yeah, I own that. I was. But I'm like the only person in the community that can never change. They just want to pull shit up from fucking 4 years ago and say, oh, she's still doing it. No, like, stop. Discord has been leaked 3 years in a row. You know what they found? Zero. Absolute zero. I agree, Elaine. But earlier, I was just not in the mood. Normally, I'll just like block people, but I was just not in the mood earlier. Thank you, Monkey. All right, Crystal, that's my question too. I wonder that too. And I'm so mad that Joneson allowed QB to sway around that. No, answer it. What'd you do with our information? I mean, my information don't matter because everybody's got it. Like, I don't care. But Crystal's information, no. And you're not going to sit there and scream about subs and having subs backs and everything else when we still don't know, QB, what you did with Crystal and Capone's information. why you needed their information. That's what I want to know. I hear we're popular again. Come on up, Willow. It's my birthday. And I know you're not outside because it's 31 degrees. It's fucking freezing. So everyone's so compartmentalized in a group of groups. Well, I've had multiple conversations going. Mr. Nobody dropped the link. We got a new video for Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody, can I play it? Yeah, it's my birthday, Willow. I'm a big 5'3". 53, I'm so old. My God. This is not where I expected my life at 53. I'll tell you that much. Definitely didn't expect that. Oh, is Gypsy Rose's video out, Adrian? I just saw your video. Oh, you're 71 too? I thank you, Love and Light. Shut up. Oh my God, Winston. He doesn't want to play with you. He doesn't like you. Winston, if you don't shut up, you're going to piss off MM, who's going to make another video about you tomorrow and talk about you for 4 hours. So hush. Hush.
You got me. Rant, man. You got me with the damn Oh, shit, I gave you cricket.
Welcome all you drama fans to Battle of the Creators. Welcome to today's match. Our first opponent in the red corner is Granny's Watching, and our second opponent in the blue corner is Queen Bee. And her sidekick beat him. We got no referee for this match, so it's bound to be a wild battle. Well, folks, we are back for round 7. And there is the bell for the next round.
If I sat up here and said something about somebody, are you just going to take my fucking word at it, or are you going to ask that person?
Well, apparently you look at my channel enough that you think it's mainly about you. So maybe you should watch the stream.
No, the last 2 weeks have been about me, though. The last couple weeks have been. I don't look at your channel like that because I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck before.
Well, you need to look because the last streams have not been about you. You keep saying that. They have not.
Okay.
They just haven't. You might get mentioned because of everything going on right now, but if the streams aren't about you.
All right.
Okay, I totally just noticed the neck grease. That's kind of funny.
We'll go with that.
I mean, you like I said, you can host them. You can go up there and pull up anything. Go ahead. I'm not telling you can't, but don't think it doesn't go past people as to why you're doing it. You're doing it to seek revenge on me. If not, you would have done it.
I'm doing it to seek revenge, but I've kept an open panel. I've always had an open panel. My shit's never changed. Just because you're doing something new doesn't mean I have to do something new. I'm not doing
problem here, Queen?
because I'm going to cover it because you want to cover over here. That doesn't mean shit.
I've heard this now like 7 times. Can someone tell me what the fuck that means? Just because you want to do something new doesn't mean I have to do something new. What the hell is she talking about? Who said anything about doing anything new?
That does not mean any fucking thing.
First off, right here, I cover anything going on within all of the community. I mean, all of it right here. This is
you recently just started covering shit over here with me. Obviously, come on now.
Because it's a hot topic.
And you're doing this shit because you're mad as fuck because I showed a video about you 3 weeks ago, right? Is that why we're doing that?
I thought you didn't show the video about me.
I'm asking because you keep saying I did. So you feel like this? So is that why we're doing this? Because you feel like I shot a video about you 3 weeks ago. So,
by the way, that was actually proven today that she did talk about Granny and she did fucking show the video. So she did. That was proven today.
No, that you're actually projecting that onto me. What I'm saying by
you want to keep saying that. So is that what's up or what?
why I'm saying that is because you keep acting like you haven't done anything, like you haven't shown my private messages. So when you're saying about me showing yours,
I didn't show your fucking
you
private
showed mine.
messages. Never
The
once
whole
did I
video is
ever
based off my
message
private messages, Queen.
What?
The whole video is based off my personal conversations.
So I played your text messages. I played your private messages on the screen. Read them out.
Yes, you did. That was proven today.
Played them,
Tell me
yes.
what
I don't know
live
if you
stream I
read
did
them
this in,
out, but
please.
that's what it consists of, is my private messages, yes.
Okay, tell me what live stream I did this in so I can go pull this right now.
Well, I
I'd love to
actually,
know what live stream this is that I did this in.
Copa, if Copa, you remember, because I gave, when I was on your panel and that girl asked me to put it, I put it in the chat then.
Okay. Well, I
So
want to
she
know.
was
I
the one that
would like to look
remembers
at that
it.
now. Who Speakeasy said Lena just made fun of my kids yesterday, and you co-host her and have me blocked in your chat. You're a hypocrite. This ain't my chat, Speakeasy.
If whatchamacallit, if and then after I did a different stream, you put up Angela's channel again where all my private messages are. So, and I,
For the record, I mean, I've spoke to Granny a lot over the years. She's never once mentioned Speakeasy, ever. The only reason I know who Speakeasy is because he went on QB's panel.
said to you when I came on your panel that I do
Okay,
feel
so
like,
because I brought up her channel, you're mad, right? That's because I brought up her channel on my live. Is that why
no,
we're upset?
I think you put up her channel because you were mad at me. That's what I told you on your panel.
Well, folks, what a match so far. Let's thank our sponsor for this match, Mr. Nobody's Neck Grease, the #1 selling neck grease. Get yourself a can today. And there's the bell for round 8.
I felt like you were trying to punish me because you felt like I wronged you. But I honestly feel like I've been very
I
fair.
can say the same thing about you. I feel like you feel like I wronged you by playing your stuff 3 weeks ago, so you're trying to punish me by going over these live streams, right? I mean, I could say the same thing. You see what I mean?
You could say the same thing, but you'd have to actually go through my streams and point out how they're about you.
So I have to go through each one of these streams and point out how they're about me?
Well, you should. If you're claiming that they're all about you, you should at least watch them to see if that's true. Because
the last 2 weeks have been about me, on and off. Yeah, your live.
And to correct the comment, no one has stood up against her. Oh yeah, I have. Hardcore.
Have and if you didn't okay, so look, and if you didn't deliberately put them about me, they turned into being about me.
Right. And how many times have I said this isn't going to be a bash queen?
I don't know, because I haven't had a chance to watch. I wasn't able to watch the fucking live stream shit show fucking dumpster fire yesterday that went down. I was busy. I didn't have a chance to watch it. Otherwise, I'd have been up in here just like today. But as soon as I woke up, I seen you were fucking live at the ass crack of dawn, 9:30 in the morning, and jumped right the fuck up here. Because like I said, I wasn't available yesterday to do that.
Right. What I'm saying, though, is I feel like you have somebody clearly who doesn't like me that is convincing you that these streams are about you when they're not. That's what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying about like maybe the situations pertain to you, but I've made it very clear that this isn't a hate queen channel, that this isn't going to be a bash queen channel. I've even stopped people from doing that. So the only other answer I think you want from me is that I'm not going to cover anything, but you've always covered everything too.
Not cover anything. I've never said, Granny, don't cover me. I've never once came to you and said, don't cover me, don't cover the situation. What I'm pissed off about is that when the situations go down like that and shit goes on like this, I should have the opportunity to come up here and speak. You had the opportunity to come up on my panel and speak, didn't you?
You were busy, Queen. You were busy. I dropped the link throughout. I didn't know you were busy.
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing a live stream on me yesterday, or I would have made sure I was available to come up here.
It wasn't on you.
I think
it didn't start. I mean, beat him, please, seriously.
Well, I think what happened was originally was about Boston and Sinner and Emmy type of deal, and then it just basically devolved because Laura jumped up and Nicolina jumped up, and Sinner can't keep his mouth about Queen about anything. He just does that classic deflection instead of actually addressing the actual problems with him. He just deflects and say Queen's wrong, and I think like.
Thank you, Nodak. I heard that you got shit today. I saw that. People are like, what are you doing in here, No Dak? You don't want to be here. You don't even like us.
Like, honestly, I think both of you just have like this internal situation where you both feel like you're being attacked by either one. And I think like maybe it's just, you're not attacking either one. Maybe it's just a misinterpretation of the situation going on. And also, this is just my opinion. I mean, I think like the reason why Queen's very upset is because, these were her friends for a year and it cuts really deep. And she thought that maybe you would have that same thought process,
Well, folks, the judges are definitely watching both sides closely. This is one of those matches that will end up making all the highlight reels. And there is the bell for round 9.
Sit here and tell me you know how it feels.
I did.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and I think there's a lot of raw emotions going on right now. And I think like when we're emotional, sometimes we don't really think too clear on things. And I mean, like, I honestly think like Queen, I think she's been covering it pretty neutral. I think she has. And I think the problem is that sometimes people jump up and want to derail the live to just bash you. That's pretty much I've noticed. Like there's a lot of people that just jump in, like Laura, she takes that opportunity, Nicolina, and there's always someone jumping up trying to derail.
There it is again. I'm inserting myself. It's always me inserting myself. How about you stop mentioning me, B. Tim, and then you don't have to worry about me trying to insert myself. Don't talk about me or Crystal and then wonder why I insert myself. I know that people over there are not that bright, but try. If you QB or keep bringing up my name and Crystal's name, and Crystal and I are at the center of this fight between QB and Joneson, yeah, I think I have a right to insert myself.
It towards you when it's not about you, basically. And that's my feeling. And I think like both, and I don't think Queen.
And like I said, it's because I see right through her and have for a long time.
Is trying to show lives to get revenge on you. I don't think that's the case. But, like, I think like there's a little bit of a miscommunication. I think if you both were calm and collected and just had a little bit of a conversation, things would probably work out. You'd both see each other's end point of views. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, after my stream ended, the minute I got off Queen's panel and we had that understanding of how it feels, I have not again spoken about the private conversations, the private texts, and I get the feeling. Yeah, these people. This lady was my friend for 2.5 years. She's putting out about fucking hemorrhoids for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
it's something it's like.
To be fair, I mean, Queen doesn't know anything about that situation, and she's just like,
you got upset with me. You came in the chat. Or my channel, whatever it was, and you got upset with me because Petunia Picklebutt came in talking about who took a picture of your asshole.
Right.
I didn't say that. I didn't bring that up. I never fucking said anything about you or anything that was going on. Someone else came to the fucking chat and said it, and you got pissed off like I'm the one that did it.
Well, to be fair, because a few days before that, you did start off your stream talking about people's brown starfish photo going around and this and that.
Right. So I was tagged in different fucking shit that I know nothing about. But I'm not going to hold a live stream and say, hey, let's talk about Granny's messages. Come on, everybody come over here. We'll just talk about community starfish. Let's just have a fucking... No, I never fucking once would do that. Never would I ever fucking do that to you.
Count me out on that one. I don't want to be involved with that.
I had no fucking idea that any of this was going on. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's all right that she shared private messages. I don't think it's okay that anybody went after your fucking kids. I don't think any of that shit's okay.
Yeah.
But Queen, can I just acknowledge that a minute ago you said you didn't see the tags, but now you're acknowledging that you have. And what I'm saying is,
in a lot of shit. I do get tagged in a lot of shit. I learned how to find my tags and shit now. Yeah.
By the same sociopath. But what I'm saying is you did start off a stream alluding that there's a photo of my asshole. Do you know how that type of rumor can be harmful? And which is why I came in your chat that day to correct it.
Just like the other day when you were talking about it, someone else came in my fucking chat talking about it because you were over here talking about it and you came and corrected that.
Well,
well, folks, it's been quite a match so far, but I think things are just heating up. Tune in for next Battle of the Creators. And if you like the content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's much appreciated.
I'm your real Desert Rose. That strange woman you've been hanging out with, she's an imposter. Baby! Yeah, bitch!
And here's the video. Roses, I'm with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. Because it was a fake photo. But because it was a fake photo, I don't know why she keeps talking about it. That's one of those things, you just forget it. You just shut up. Don't worry about it. If it was fake, it was fake. So don't talk about it. Don't bring attention to it. That I don't understand that either. And I've said that for a long time. They need to take all that. Oh, I'm sure they have a pile of dox receipts. I do. I'm sure they have an entire fucking pile already. It's absolutely ridiculous. If anyone wants to come up, come up. Otherwise, I'm going to get off because I don't really have anything else. I'm sorry, but I don't understand how anybody supports her. I don't. I truly don't. I'm not lying. I don't get how anybody supports her. She is pure trash. Thank you, Southern Gal. And again, I want to thank everybody for the PayPal's, Cash Apps. So much appreciated. It was really good. We had a good time. Went to Dave and Buster's. We did. We had a good time. Yeah, but Johnny, the difference is at least Diane had a bit of class to her. QB has none. She is one of the most vile people I've ever seen in this community. Most vile. And I don't get it. I really don't. Yes. She didn't make me a cake, though. I had to get we got birthday pop cakes at Starbucks. She's like, I knew you really weren't going to eat it. And then we had a brownie at this place called Twin Peaks. Yeah, the voice of an angel. I don't. She is nothing but trash. Yeah, somebody come up for my birthday. Otherwise, I'm going to get off. Loyalty B-Tim has for QB is sickening. The loyalty anybody has for QB is sickening. And her chat is so far up her ass. They want so badly to be accepted. No, I didn't have boba today. They want so badly to be accepted. They'll pay for it. There's somebody in QB's chat who was with me for like a year. Literally like a year. Never gave me a dime. Constantly giving QB money. Really? You cried to me about not having money. But QB, you just keep spending money on? Why? Because you need her approval? Because she doesn't even look at your chat? Okay. Can't help the impression your mouth sound. Willow, it's my birthday. You need to come up. You could probably pay Willow to go up. He works for money. No. Everyone gets membership. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Hey, Burden. Thank you, Burden. Thank you. And she wasn't even involved. But thank you. Someone acknowledges it. I appreciate that, Burden. Even though I know you weren't even involved in that mess. Did Willow fall asleep? Maybe. I don't know where Whistle Down went. Thank you, Burden. I know. I hope I honestly, I hope I have a better year this year than I did last year. Thank you, Southern Gal. I really do. I hope I have a better year this year than how my year ended last year. Willow left to talk to Deets. Hey, Mac. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Why are they talking in private? Hold on, I'm going to text. Granny's watching. I am not angry at you. I told you that. Private. Panel. I didn't say we were good. I just said I'm not. She sent me a text, but I only read the first line. But I don't hate her. I'm not mad at her. A group full of trolls and alt accounts has a member go nuts. Hey, Aussie. They'll panic and huddle in corners. But no, Southern Gal, I'm not mad at her. Like, mad would mean like she did something and I'm like so mad. No, I'm not mad at her like that at all. I just have certain ways that certain things that I will accept and certain things I won't. But like I said, I'm not going to go run to fucking Lycan or any of her haters. Hell no. I'm not going to go buddy up with Voices or TT. Like, I don't do shit like that. That's not my thing. And I would never like reveal anything that her and I talked about, nothing like that. That's a good word. I'm just disappointed. I just felt very like snubbed, I guess is the right word. I don't know the right word. Just very like I'm not good enough kind of thing. Like I don't have those numbers, or I'm not going to bring her money and subs. So, we don't care about her. Like that kind of thing. That's how I feel. True or not, whether my perception is wrong, I don't know. But that's kind of how I felt. And that's how I felt at the moment. And that's one thing I do want to talk about. My hold on, I cut this. My my cover shot that I'm directing at QB chat. So I don't want anyone to think I'm talking about them. That's directed at QB's chat. Because it's exactly how I feel. People think because they get good numbers, as long as people are co-signing it, then it's okay. And they're going to continue to do what they do. So what this community has seen is that everything QB does is perfectly fine. Lying, being a hypocrite, being a snake, being as foul-mouthed as anyone I've ever seen in this community, it's all good. Let's keep throwing money at her. Let's keep co-signing it. let's keep making it out like everything she does is copacetic and everything is good. And then wonder why she doesn't change. Then wonder why she's going to keep doing it. Because she believes what she's doing is a good thing. It's the whole bash for cash thing. I would never support someone that speaks to everybody the way she does. I'm sorry, I have boundaries. Nobody's going to talk to me like a child. Nobody's going to talk down to me like I don't know how to live. That's what she does to her people. If she even acknowledges them, she barely even fucking acknowledges them. And people keep throwing it because they're so desperate to be accepted. I don't get it. I don't. I never will. If you feel the need that you have to pay someone just to be acknowledged, I don't need those kind of people. She's the only one I've really seen that does that in this community. I haven't really seen anyone else in this community that pulls that. And she is the biggest creator at the moment in the community. Make it make sense. And she's got these diehard followers that are so desperate to belong, they'll co-sign anything. Think about that for a second. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. I don't need to get it. But as long as people are co-signing her behavior, she's never going to change. It's never going to hit home. So she barely acknowledges chat. And that's why people fucking pay her so much, because they want to feel it. They want to be accepted. They want her to like them. Okay. I'm sorry I have higher standards. She treats her whole panel like that. The only one I haven't seen her do that. The only one I haven't seen her do that with is Cappy. She doesn't talk down to Cappy. That's true. She might not be able to read. You're right. Every kink falls, her time is coming. True. I'm just saying it's just weird. That's a be Timus for? I don't know. Well, I know her and Cappy have been friends for a long time. It's not like, I mean, they're like really close. She considers QB like a best friend. I don't know if QB feels that way, but I know Cappy does. No, these people can't get on her fast enough. They can't get on her dick fast enough, honestly. I don't get it. I still don't. That's what I'm saying, though. That if you're looking at numbers and think that she is special because she pulls her numbers, no. Don't look at someone's numbers to justify who they are. I mean, in some cases you can, like movies. If I'm looking for a movie and I see one with 1 million views as compared to one with, 50 views, yeah, I'm probably going to go with the 1 million one. I get that, but that's a movie. Me personally, you listen to QB for 5 minutes, it's nauseating. People think I cursed a lot. I look like an angel, literally an angel. 4 years ago, I looked like an angel. But some of the same people that told me stop cursing, listen to her and then pay her money. Sit down. Like, really sit down. So our community is very different than the Hive and even Dolly's. We like listening, not go make ourselves known to the world. And that's why a lot of people now Cash App me and PayPal me, so they're not in the forefront. And believe me, I'll take all money. I got no problem. So Willow and Deets are not speaking at the moment. Just so you know, I got the inside scoop. That's what I'm saying, no Dak. It's nauseating. She can't even conversate anymore. She used to be able to. She can't even conversate anymore. She can't even hold a conversation. Roses, I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. I don't get it. And like I said, somebody left me a message today, which I found interesting. And I get what they're saying. But they were saying that they left me this really long message on my video from earlier, stating that one of the reasons they like me is my ability to not match energy and my ability to not my ability to be able to stay calm when somebody is freaking out. And it's one of the reasons they like me. And they feel that Granny was the same way. And they were surprised that I said match energies because 90% of the time, even I don't match energy. So I thought it was an interesting comment. But in all fairness, I did not see all of Granny's live when I had gotten mad at her. Or when I was saying that it seems like she cowered down. I hadn't seen the other parts yet. And I said that yesterday. It's not like I never said it, because I did just say yesterday that I didn't see that part. And I usually do keep calm. I do. But sometimes, you let emotions get the best of you. Like, I see why some of what QB is mad at, why she's mad. I get all that. And I can even give some grace in, sorry, my retainer is like making me have saliva. That's why you see me keep swallowing. I can even understand a lot of her anger about the text messages, but she takes it to another level. She takes it to a level that it shouldn't be at. And she takes it to a level that goes far beyond just her being mad. She goes to a point where she feels like she's got to protect something. She's got to cover something up. She's getting mad for all the wrong reasons. And it's ridiculous. Thank you, sweetie pie. I grew up in a household of yelling, so once I hear yelling, I'm out. I hear you. I do stand alone, more than a huge majority of them. Absolutely. And I am real. I'll tell you straight up. Straight up. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, but I'm not going to sit here and bullshit people. I learned a long time ago not to do that. Long time ago. Speaking of, have you guys ever watched what happens when you get cremated? I know it's totally off subject. I told my daughter she better not cremate me. I do not want to be cremated. Somebody from Making a Murderer posted a cremation video. There's no way that they were able to do what they did with these alleged body of Teresa Halbach. So yeah, I'm not buying it. You might stand alone, but you will still be here in the end. Can't say that about them. I agree with that. No, I'm telling you, it's wild. I did not know it was like, it's kind of gross. Like, they cremate you in this big thing, and then they stick like things in there to crush your skull and crush your bones. And then they take you out, and then they put you in this grinder, and they spin the grinder until you're ash. It's so gross. Never. I'm like, I do not want to be cremated. Nope. Yeah, bury me. It's pretty bad. I was like, remind me never to get cremated. It's poof. It's pretty gross. Some of mom's asses. But have you seen it done? It's one thing to know it. It's another thing to actually see it. Yeah, they put you in like a pot grinder. I call it a pot grinder, but they put you in a grinder and it spins and then it just turns to ash. Their oven isn't hot enough if they're using a grinder. No, once the bones are done and then they put you in a grinder to make you ash. And then they put the video elsewhere. I can show you guys a video. I know it took a dark turn. I was just thinking about it. Let me turn into fertilizer. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm getting off in a few minutes. They're both fragrances. Yes, but that's why they use a grinder. So you don't have any. And then a whole body fits in a little box like this big. No joke. It's my ADHD. I don't even think I took my medicine today. I can't remember if I took it this morning. I don't think I did, though. And maybe that's why. My brain is going, do. I got to get my nails done, too. I have so much to do before it's Sunday. So much. Grinding and grinding. My mom wants to go on a mausoleum. That's her thing, to go in a mausoleum. Why about it? Well, Sage's thing was, where are we burying you? Because we don't want to bury you in Alabama. So where are we going to bury you? I don't know. My dad's in a military cemetery, so I can't go there. I don't know where I'm going to go. I have no plot. She's like, well, I think we should bury you in New York. All right, let's see when I die. I only had one at Dave & Buster's. That's what my mom says. She's going to live forever. Yeah, my birthday's over in 15 minutes. I just can't believe how sick Phoenix is. I really can't. Poor kid. My poor baby. I did play skee ball. We won. Hold on, let me go get it. I'll show you. Little bear. Hey, girl.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Crystal came up. Woohoo!
All right. I feel like I can't be heard. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
All right. Oh, I hate being on panel, but I didn't want to not come up here and say happy birthday. Ho.
Thank you.
My favorite hoe.
I know. I need to be a hoe.
Of course, being on panel, I guess now I'm a panel hopper and, people can dox me more.
There you go. You're a panel hoe now. Oh, now we need to get Willow up here. You guys will actually speak for the first time ever.
Ever.
First time ever. Willow, where are you at? I know he's not talking to Deeds. Where you at, Willow? Sorry, I was filling my thing. Whoop.
Are you eating boiled peanuts?
No, I actually didn't get any today. I had oh my God, we went to this place that Sage said was really good. they had this blackened bacon. Oh my God. Probably the best bacon I ever had. And that was on a burger, which I ate a couple of bites, but I can't eat a lot. And it was so good. So it's like a Hooters place, except they're much better looking, and the food is 10 times better.
What a good daughter you had. She took you out and about.
She did. And we went to Dave and Buster's, and that's where I won this. My little piggy. And that was it.
Well, that's a good birthday.
It really was. I mean, it would have been better if Phoenix could be there, but he's sick, and their birthday is on the 11th, and he's obviously going to be back at school already, so
the twins won't be together.
I know, first time ever in 18 years. That's crazy though, if you think about it.
This will be the first birthday you won't be with Phoenix either.
I know. I didn't want to think of that.
That's what I'm here for.
I didn't want to think of that. I was just thinking of the twins. I didn't want to think for myself. But yeah, his first birthday, I'm not with my kid. But I did buy him steak to make, because he was asking me for steak. I'm like, I can't afford steak. So then went to the store yesterday. I was like, all right, I'll get him a steak. I'll make him a birthday dinner. And now he's sick. So I don't know if he's going to want steak tomorrow, but figured maybe Saturday.
When does he go back?
What? Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay.
Hopefully he feels better.
I hope so. And I just got to avoid not getting sick, because I can't go see Jonice sick.
No.
That's why I'm like avoiding him I'm like bringing him soup from a distance, you know. Yeah, but I have a pretty good immune system. I just know I need to sleep. As long as I sleep, I'll be all right. So,
well, that's good.
Thank you. I need to get it done. But
you know, out of all our Discord leaks, no doxes were shown.
Nope.
Nobody was asking.
Nope. We haven't shown a dox since 2019. No joke.
I wonder how.
By the way, has anyone heard from Sweet Carolyn? I'm starting to get worried. I have hit her Facebook. I have even posted on her Facebook. Carolyn, if you're listening, please respond. I'm literally starting to get nervous. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just thought of it.
Of course. No, I haven't seen her around. Sweet Caroline, come back.
No, I haven't seen her at all.
We need her jokes.
That's what I'm saying. And I don't know. I'm really sorry. She hasn't even posted on Facebook. Like in like a week. I'm about to call her, which is my final step. If she doesn't show her face, I'm going to call her.
Well, if we need her information, I bet I could figure out a few people to get a hold of.
Super chats for the choo-choo. What are they saying? They're a asshole. Let me look on over here. I can't even see them. What did they say? Yeah, Sly, you could just block them. I can't even see them. If I can't see them, then they need to go. Thank you, Kim. Or skipped her meds today for sure. Oh, I definitely did. I think I did too. I'm like, I must have. Because that's what happens. Sometimes I don't remember. Yeah, I can't see them, Christy. Laura knows how to be careful and not get anyone. Oh, they're making comments. Yeah, fuck off. Like, I I don't understand people. I really don't. I'm 53 years old. I don't need some troll on the internet telling me what to do. Like, seriously, go worry about yourself, worry about your own life. I just don't get it. Is that what he has? That's what I think he has. That's why I'm like, I really need to be careful. How long must we go missing before you find a squat on us? About a week. If I don't hear from you for about a week, then I think something's wrong. Allie writes, I thought she was dead. I thought she died. And nobody knew she was still on Patreon. She was disappeared for almost a year. And I had no idea where she was. Some people do need help at heart. That's true. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just all these people come at me like I'm some kind of idiot. Was that you? Oh, you pop down and pop back up.
Oh,
Your
I didn't move.
disappeared. Your picture disappeared. That's why.
Oh. Some people wish.
I wish I could see the comments. I forgot what I was going to say. This is what happens. I forget. Yeah. Ugh, I can't stand these people. Slide, just block them. Why are Willow and Deets fighting? Willow and Deets aren't fighting. Who said Willow and Deets are fighting? They're not even speaking at the moment. I don't understand trolls. I don't. Worry about yourself. Like, I just said that I don't need to get sick before going to see Jonice. I just said that. I didn't need anyone to tell me that. I said that. So tell me why you're coming in here saying something stupid. I don't get it. Well, I can't see them. That's what I meant.
They need to try better. They don't even try to troll good. It's like boring trolls.
I totally agree. Totally agree. And like I'm gonna base my life on what a troll says. Oh, a troll says I shouldn't go, so I shouldn't. Get the fuck out of here. I've been here forever, still not sure what a troll is or does. How do I explain a troll? Hey,
They go into a chat just to deflect the chat. They go into a chat just to piss the creator off. They're not there for anything good, to dox, to harass, to piss people off.
Yeah, I did give him a COVID test. He's negative. So we know it's not COVID. I was like, no, please don't let it be COVID. Please, no. Yeah, derail the combo, anything. That's what they do. But Adecore, you're not a troll. So what's up, Crystal? What else is up?
Nothing. Just celebrating Laura's birthday.
Thanks. I'm old, though. I can't believe I'm 53. My cousin called me today. He's 31. I haven't spoken to him in a while. He's like, Facebook told me it's your birthday. I said, it is my birthday. And just hearing, like, you know, him and his girlfriend and starting their lives, you know, they're 31. And I was like, I can't believe you're 31. I remember when you were 5. And it just reflected. I remember when I was 30, my cousins that were like 50, I was like, you guys are old. Like when I was in my 20s, my mom was 50, 53. I was like, Mom, you're old.
But sorry.
No, go on.
Isn't 50 the new 30?
That's what they say, but the wrinkles that you get, maybe I should get what's it called? those shots. I got wrinkles. I never had wrinkles till I turned 51. Once I turned 51, then I got wrinkles. I should have stayed fat. Then you wouldn't have wrinkles.
There's creators around here that don't look as good as you, and well, they're heavier than you are. So
No, but still, got lines in my face. You know, from being 53. Thank you, Ruby. No, I'm happy with the way I look at 53. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, you can't replace youth. You know, when you're 20, 21, 22, you have no lines in your face, you got perfect skin, and you got that look of youth. You know, I miss it. That's all. Would I get a facelift? No. But I don't know. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, I'm 53. It's so hard to say. Like I said to Phoenix, I'll be like a 55 and over class, like senior citizen in 2 years. 2 years. I'm going to be a senior citizen. That's fucked up.
you still can make candles. You'll be fine.
That's true. I'll have my empire by then. Call it the Senior Citizen Candle Company.
And you still stay up all night like you're 20.
That's true. That is true. Wrinkle smooth out with weight gain. That's what I'm saying. If I got fat again, then I wouldn't have wrinkles. I hope I'm alive by 70. And that's no joke. I really do. I hope I'm still alive by 70.
Well, there's that positive attitude.
What?
I said, there's that positive attitude.
I don't know. I don't know. See,
You'll
Chris,
still be around. Don't worry about it. You'll be on here yelling at women.
Yeah,
telling
right?
them their mother's a whore.
I did that tonight. I am very competitive, and so is Sage's boyfriend. And we were doing air hockey, and we were neck and neck. And he hit the final one, and he got it in. I was like, "Your mother's a whore." And Sage starts cracking up. I was like, "I can't believe you just fucking got me." I'm so mad. Botox, that's what it's called. But I was so mad. I was like, "Damn." I really thought I was going to beat him. It was fun, though. So thank you, Debbie. But that's what gives me wrinkles. Smiling too much. Then I get wrinkles. Because that's what my wrinkles are. My grandparents are doing it. I think my mom's still doing it. She's 76. Thank you, Barbara.
He's still doing what?
Having sex.
Oh.
Doing a hanky-panky.
Putting himself around.
What?
Nothing.
I do. I think they're still doing it. Not that I ask her, but I have a feeling they are.
That's what keeps you young.
That's true. I said that too. We saw this cutest kid at the restaurant tonight. I mean, he was adorable. And he kept flirting with me. And he was probably like 2 maybe. But he was dancing to the music. So I kept playing with him. And he kept playing with me. He was so cute. And I said to Sage, as much as I want grandchildren, Sage, I don't. And so she was like, I know, I'm getting baby fever. I'm like, no, you're not. I said, no baby fever. You're not ready for grandkids. I'm not ready for grandkids, but I am. So, as I was explaining this, I just thought of something. That whole incident, I use the exact same words right now. When everyone said that, and I did it subconsciously, but when everyone said that I used the word flirting, they thought I meant it in a sexual way, and I just said it about this little kid. You know, he wasn't flirting like he wanted to date me. He was 2, you know, but the thing that little kids do. So I hope people realize that when I said Sage was flirty, it's in the exact same context as what I just said now. And I don't know why it hit me, but that's what it reminded me of. Like, you know, that flirty feeling, that flirty, but it's not in a sexual way. And I just realized that I said it the exact same way now that I did then. So maybe people will understand. I know, Debbie, I know a lot of people knew what I meant, but it just hit me that that's where so many things transpired from in the whole, incident that they keep bringing up of why I said what I said. But people automatically think flirty, they think sexual, and I'm not talking about it flirty like that kind of way. Little kids always get flirty with older people. I know. I'm telling you, this kid was so cute. He was bald and he was chubby and he was just dancing and he had like the biggest smile ever. And he was so cute. And I told Sage, I'm like, I just want to go up and give him a big kiss. I mean, he was just one of those kids, big, bright blue eyes, absolutely adorable. And I would have taken a picture of him. I mean, he was just so cute. You're a big flirt? But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, babies charm you, and just people mistook what I meant when I said flirt, when I was talking about Sage being a kid. And I realized I said it the same way this time. So I don't want anyone to think that, oh my God, Laura said a little boy was flirting with her. No, that's not what I meant. So
I can see the new clip channel tomorrow.
I know.
Laura wanted to take a kid's picture so she could groom him. And some new clip channel will become the biggest rage on the streets.
Exactly.
All the Laura haters will flock to the comment section.
I agree.
And we'll be calling CPS on some little boy somewhere in Alabama.
Exactly. Laura's going to come get her. Come get her.
I hope nobody kidnaps a kid in Alabama for like the next week because you're getting blamed. Laura.
Right. I'm telling you, this kid was so cute. He was just adorable. And the way he was dancing, and I was dancing with Sage. I'm like, Sage, we need to do dance videos on TikTok. She's like, Mom, don't. I said, come on, we'll have some fun. She's like, Mom, don't. I was like, why? I see all these dance videos on TikTok and on YouTube. We can make a fortune. Let's do it. Mom, no. I was like, you're no fun. You see all these like mother-daughter dancers and they have like, hundreds of thousands of views. I'm like, let's do it. No.
You should do it because usually the moms are more into it and the children are embarrassed. You will fit right in.
That's her. I told her, I said, come on, we'll get dancing. We'll do some moves. No. I was like, you're no fun. See, your 18-year-old makes you do them. Not my kid. She's all embarrassed.
Maybe you guys should switch kids.
Yeah, right? I'm telling you. All right, my birthday's officially over.
Yay! Happy birthday!
Yeah, Winston's birthday is on the 8th. 7th or the 8th? Yeah, it's on the 8th. I won't be here for Winston's birthday.
Poor fluffers.
You think he'll miss me? You think he'll know that he's not getting a cake on his birthday?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be mad at you.
Come home and be all pissed off. Bitch, where's my cake? So, I guess I'm gonna get off though.
I would like to say one thing.
Absolutely.
Since I don't know, everybody gets to make community posts and videos and throw my name around more than my mother does. But I never said that Jones's dad did anything to her. So I don't really know why I was brought into this. Jones and Queen Bee said because I was sitting there co-signing it. I would guess that would be everybody in chat. So was everybody's information taken? I feel like it was just they couldn't get Laura and couldn't get under Laura's skin, so they picked on me and Capone and decided to get our doxes. So to be honest, I do think Capone and me both deserve apology from both of them.
I agree.
And I think all subs should be worried that if you say something that Joneson or Queen don't like, they're going to get your information to, I guess, threaten you with it. It's a weak move. It's imitation.
I agree, but in all fairness, Joneson is not the one. Like neither one of us knew anything about Joneson, but QB used it to intimidate and threaten. Joneson didn't do it to threaten anyone. She did it to
That's
me.
not true though. She says that, but she did a whole stream where she says, I've got several of your pictures, Crystal. You want to keep going? And she threatened that she knew all about my life. And, you know, the one that she privated because it is so bad, but she doesn't want to stand up for it. So she did threaten me in that. And it was all threats about if I didn't stop talking bad about them, not in their chat, in other chats, just having my opinion like everybody's allowed. So I think it's ridiculous that it would be used as an intimidation factor.
And I agree with that. Hey, Rosemary.
Hey, Laura.
What's up? What's up, Grandma Rose?
It's Grandma Rose.
I love Grandma Rose.
Hey, Crystal.
Grandma Rose. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing good.
First time on panel?
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And I know I'm forgetting to call you about the candles. I will do it tomorrow. I promise.
That's okay, sweetie. That's okay. Yes, I still want to order 2 of them. I want to order sandalwood.
Okay.
The 8 ounce.
Okay.
And I was just trying to go through your website and I was trying to find out where do I put my debit card information. I didn't know.
I don't have sandalwood on the site, so I have to add it, and that's why you weren't able to walk through it because you didn't have it on the site.
Okay.
So I mean, I have the scent though, so it's not a big deal. I just got to add it on the site.
Oh, okay. I love sandalwood.
Okay, I have sandalwood, and right now it's buy one get one too.
Oh my goodness! Don't tell me that.
It is. It's buy one get one.
Great.
So you can get 2 candles for the price of 1.
Awesome. You do not look 53, girl.
Aw, thanks. I am though.
You don't.
My body feels. My poor body. My poor booty.
I'll be coming to get Winston.
You be what?
I'll be coming to get Winston. He's so adorable.
A pain in the ass. He's adorable, but it's a pain in the ass. Thank you, Yarn. He's a total pain in the ass.
I've got 3 fur babies.
Then you know.
Yes, I know.
Poor Booker just wants to be left alone.
Aww.
And Winston's always barking at him, play with me, come outside with me. Always.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, I just want you to have a nice birthday.
Thank you. I did. I had a great birthday.
Good.
except
Good
Phoenix.
deal.
So
Awesome. I just wanted to come up on panel real quick to say hi.
thank you. Thank you for coming up.
No problem, sweetie.
I will definitely
Talk to
email
you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Grandma Rose.
Bye, Crystal. Pistol.
Crystal. No, honestly, though, I forgot about that video. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot about that video.
Yeah, so it was used as a threat. It wasn't just used as and again, she's going to go to the police department and say, and again, she doesn't say what you actually said. So, but she's going to say whatever she's going to say. And then she's going to say, and here's Crystal's information because she was in chat. Like that, it doesn't even make sense.
See, but that's why when I went on my rant today. Can you imagine if I went after all the people that talk shit about me in QB's chat, and there is absolutely no reason that QB needed your info or Capone's info to nothing but try to intimidate you with? That's fucked up. And I don't think, and I know that the pictures, you can't tell me that the pictures that Jones had didn't come from QB. Give me a fucking break. And
so we know that they've done it to PJ, they've done it to Capone, they've done it to me. And that's just the screenshots they both want to admit to showing.
I agree. Absolutely agree. And again, I wish Joneson would have followed through with QB, but QB made her sidetrack it. Bottom line is, what did you do with them, QB? What did you do with Crystal's information? Again, my information, I don't give two fucks, because if you order a candle, you have my address. I mean, I don't care. And I've been doxxed more times than most of this community put together. But again, I'm a creator with 2 feet in the mix. Crystal's not. She's a sub. So what did you do with Crystal's information? Same thing with Capone. Capone went on my panel once in 2019. What'd you do with his info? Nobody's answering that.
Nope. They just keep saying the other one has dirtier hands. You both do. I don't know why we're fighting over who has dirtier hands.
I agree. But like I said, at least Joneson owned it. She never apologized yet, but she owned it.
She half owned it.
Even owned it.
She doesn't remember getting my information. How do you do a whole live stream and threaten my information and you don't know if you ever asked for my information? Like, what was the stream about then? What was all the threats about? Is she just a complete liar?
Well, all right. In all fairness, I didn't even remember TT was on my panel. And I fought with somebody that TT wasn't on my panel. So we do forget. I give you that. Like, I had to ask you guys, when the fuck was TT on my panel? I'm fighting with someone in chat who said that I allowed TT to talk over Granny or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? TT was never on my panel. You got the wrong person. And like 2 people like, TT was on your panel for sure. I'm like, TT was never on my panel. You guys are crazy. So that was just 2 weeks ago? 2 or 3 weeks ago? So in all fairness, I'll give her that. I forget a ton of stuff too.
Well, then every creator needs to remember subs matter. Subs remember everything.
Absolutely.
And subs are what makes this happen. You guys are sitting up there talking, but if you're going to dox at people in your chat, throw them under the bus, if screenshots are being shown, or if you're just threatening subs, other subs are going to see that. And I'm kind of glad they picked me to point out or do all this stuff with, because they're not going to affect my real life. And it's again, like, what are you attending? I don't have children under 18, so no CPS. Sorry. Are they going to swat me? I mean, I think I could handle it and
I agree.
deal with whatever BS they want to throw. And I'm glad that I did it than, other subs that would be very intimidated and like leave YouTube.
Hmm. And a lot have. Do
Yeah.
you remember? Hey, Lisa, do you remember the sub? She came in recently. I haven't seen her in about a week, but Mona KW.
Yeah.
She's the one that started that Subs Live Matter back in 2019 or 2020. I forgot where it came from, but she actually started that hashtag that Subs Lives Matter. And we kept it for a while. And then I don't know why we stopped doing it or why we stopped promoting it. But yeah, Subs Lives Matter was a big thing.
And I do want to clarify, if a sub is going into your real life, if a sub, but there has to be some line. Like if a sub sends you an email, that I don't think that's the reason that you should be able to go after a sub. Or if a sub leaves a comment, even under your section, your comment section, I don't think that means that we have to go real life. Like there's enough crap here on YouTube. I don't know why we have to go anywhere else.
I agree. Yeah, she's still around. I just haven't seen her in about a week. And I agree with that. That's why I'm saying you block, you ignore, you just delete. That's what you do. Good night,
And you can even talk crap back. I'm trying not to curse. You can talk crap back, but that doesn't mean we have to like threaten, dox, make up lies like just and penny pumpernickels. Jones in 4 months ago is in there in the comments section saying Crystal talked about my dad touching me. Where? That never happened. But it's just this lie that's continued. And I have subs that come after me in comments sections or in chat all the time. Why'd you say that about Jones's dad? I didn't.
No.
But it's like you can just say one thing up here on this panel and it just makes it the truth.
And to be honest with you, there's not one Patreon that co-signed it. So it was something I said on the fly, right off, it just popped off out of my mouth. The way I said it wasn't exactly the way the narrative was spun, but I mean, I shouldn't have popped off like that. And it's not like my Patreon's like, yeah, go get her, Laura. It wasn't like that. They
But
were
at
like,
But at the same time, Joneson was saying you have a predator mind and that you're grooming your daughter. Like at some point, okay, if you're going to fight with Laura, she is going to come back and she's going to come back harder. Duh. So poke at Laura, talk about her kid, and then play victim.
Exactly.
When you get it back. And for the record, we didn't even know Daddy and Mommy were holding Jonesy's hands on YouTube at this point.
No, we didn't. We had
The rest of us left our parents at home. We didn't know that it was, bring your parents to YouTube camp.
I agree. You see, Yarn, exactly. Yarn didn't co-sign with what I said. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people didn't. What I heard, I think it was Tinker that said it. I understand why you said it, but you shouldn't have said it, is what I was told. And I believe Tinker is one of the first to say it to me because she always makes me accountable. Always.
You should listen to Tinker. Tinker knows.
What the hell is that? Really, Buka? Really? Buka just popped on the bed and decided that he's going to be on my pillows.
Fluffer's not going to like that.
Fluffer, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Ugh. What? What are you doing? Come on. No. Oh. He's looking at me. What? What?
Fluffer.
He's so dirty and hairy. He's so dirty and hairy. Yes, you are. You need a bath tomorrow. Get a haircut and a bath.
And while we're talking about it, we should talk about how in Discord, Laura's ass is not kissed. Everything Laura does is not like praised,
No.
or I don't know. I guess because we don't have enough honey over in our Discord, but there's no ass kissing. Often people say, Laura, why'd you say that? Or Laura, I don't agree with this.
I even get ignored half the time. I like say something, nobody says anything. I'm like, are you guys dead? Yeah, it's definitely not like people think it is. Like people think, oh, Laura has all yes people. Laura, absolutely. I need some yes people. Give me people that say, yes, Laura, whatever you want, Laura. No, I got people like Tinker and Crystal and Sly and everyone's. Well, I use Tinker and Crystal because they've been around a long time, and they're like, Laura, you shouldn't have done that. Me and Tinker once had a fight so bad that Crystal yelled at me. Why are you yelling at her? I was like, I'm not yelling at her. So yeah, people think that everyone co-signs everything I say and do. No, we have some real fights in Patreon, and they're not in my favor. They all get together and tell me I'm wrong. So yeah, that's why I don't know where this mindset came from that all my people just bow down to me and yes me to death, and they couldn't be further from the truth.
Laura is not my maker. Laura doesn't tell me where to go or what channels to like. We often don't like the same channels.
Nope.
That's another thing. You can't like them. Laura doesn't like them. You can't be in this chat. Laura doesn't like them.
Nope.
There was a whole panel where they discussed I shouldn't be BX's mod because I'm your mod. It's like, why do these people care? They're not Laura, BX, or me. So
Nope.
I don't understand why anybody would even be talking about it.
Well, that's just like the people that freak out when somebody mentions another creator in your chat. I don't care. The only time I have a problem with it, I'm not going to promote my haters. That's just dumb. You know, I'm not going to sit there. Yeah, why don't you go check out this hater? Thank you, Adicora. Why don't you go check out that hater? That I'm not going to do.
In case you missed what Laura did 3 years ago, here's a playlist.
Exactly. Just go check out this playlist. But seriously, I'm just not that person. If you want to talk about, you know, she says BX has a good live later, or BX is going on in 10 minutes. He's got a good live. I know she wouldn't say 10 minutes, but, you know, can you promote? I'm not a BX fan, but that doesn't mean you guys aren't. That doesn't mean Adicor wouldn't like BX. That doesn't mean Ruby Blue wouldn't like BX. Go ahead. I didn't, you know, go watch the Glare if that's what you like. You know, when Morbid and Glare fell out, me and Crystal went separate ways. I went to Morbid, she went to Glare. I was like, I don't know how you watch the Glare, but I don't know how you watch Morbid. You know?
I don't like the Glare, but I did go into the Glare's chat because I'm against revenge porn, and that was during that time. And I really did feel like if the Glare was a female, the whole concept would be different. And I know we disagree about this, but I don't see it being different just because he's male. I think it's an intimidation thing. I have your, you know, picture and I'm going to show it. It's like doxing. It's an intimidation thing. It's personal information that's being spread just to like hurt somebody. So no, I felt bad for the Glare. That shouldn't have been spread around. Maybe you shouldn't be sending the pic, but we can't blame him for sending a pic to some girl.
True.
Right? Boys do that. Girls do that too.
You wouldn't like him, Yaron. I know who you like. You would not like him. He is. He's so narcissistic. But I guess if you didn't know him and you knew nothing about him, you might like him. But yeah, he freaks you out. He's just clueless. But
he freaked me out before he even did that little dance.
No.
that he did, and then that was so wrong.
I can't help it. I find Morbid funny. See, and that's what I'm saying. Morbid reminds me of Natasha Cooper in a sense, because Morbid used to be really funny, and somehow he lost it lately, and he's getting repetitive. Where Natasha Cooper was the same way. She used to be really funny, and she lost it somewhere. Morbid can be funny. He's just gotta get back to it.
Used to be like he should have like maybe more kids in his chat. Then it'll be funny again.
It's like a comedian. Comedians that drag jokes out too long, it's too much. Say the joke, get a little laughs, and then move on. And when you are dragging it out and dragging it out and dragging it out, and your 30-second joke has gone 15 minutes, it's too much. Thank you, Nick.
Have you ever seen another guy pass around and do a live about a guy's picture? I thought that was a little weird.
I agree. It was very strange. Like, why? Just why? Like, and finally, and I said something to in his comment section. I'm like, why are you so invested in Glera? It's time to move on. And so one of his head mod was like, don't, you can't tell him what to do on his channel. I said, I'm trying to save his channel. It's too much. Nobody wants to hear about the Glera this much. Just like you say, and other people have said, people like me, but they don't want to hear my name. Oh, Tracy said it. They don't want to hear my name 1,000 times over. And that is exactly what Morbid was doing. Like, even if I don't like Glera, I don't want to hear his name over and over and over and over again. So I get it.
Like B-Tem.
Oh, he had Wendy on tonight and she was crying. Oh, no shit. Why was she crying? See, that's not something I get into. Yeah, he can drag things out to the point it's too much. But that was nice of you, Nick. Thank you. I need some of his girlfriend's workout tips. Right?
Someone said that she lost a lot of weight. Like
Nah,
a total transformation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know that any history. That was just what people were saying in chat.
See, but my thing is, I need to work out after 50. I don't have, like, I did CrossFit. I don't have the knees for it. And I told them that. I just don't have the knees for it. Like, my knees can't handle that kind of workout. And that's when I was like, now I know I'm getting old.
Well, this is when we bring up the whole sex thing. Keep you young, and it's exercise if you do it right.
There you go. Thank you, Aussie. Crystal didn't talk about your family, Nick.
Oh, Lord.
You didn't talk about his family, right?
He's probably talking about when he came into chat, and then we were all talking about how he lives with his dad.
Oh.
Like, I don't know, months ago. So words on the computer. Didn't dox him. Didn't threaten to.
Whistledown said, Nick, you sat on multiple panels spreading lies about my family, so fuck right off. Ooh, Whistledown is going for it. Damn.
Whistledown in the house.
Damn. She did yesterday. I don't remember her saying anything.
And how many panels did Nick say my name? So I'm sorry, words in the chat. You'll be okay, Nikki.
See, that's That right there is what I don't understand. Let's say she did. Let's say she said Nikki lives at home. Who cares? Like literally, who cares?
But they talk about Laura's nipples, okay?
Exactly. Like, and I actually have nice nipples, but I don't get it.
That girl imagines them and she doesn't think that they're nice.
Nick, that's not talking about your family. She cracked a joke. Toughen up, Buttercup, for real. I mean, if she said like nasty stuff about your dad, that's different, you know?
Or said that you were trying to groom your child. That's
Exactly.
different.
But let's be fair, Nick is kind of clueless on panel.
I know. He needs color pages from his queen.
Yeah, but Nick, nobody's talking about your family. We're talking about you. Like, don't be so sensitive. Seriously. Like, that's the other thing I don't understand. How can hive people say hypocrisy? I like that. How can hive people say when they look at their idol, their queen, running her mouth about everybody and everything, and that's okay?
Yeah. Teaching people how to Twitter, to cancel people, doxing, threatening to dox, showing people's records.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But Laura,
B. Tim was on that panel when QB was saying that stuff, and they all co-signed it. Yeah, but
and it's only 20 minutes alive that they have to pay attention to what she says. So it's not like she's doing 7-hour streams and they're like, well, she just talks so much and she's on panels so much. She's on for 20 minutes. And they're all in that Discord. They all see that she's passing docs around. They all see all that.
Nick, have you ever read her chat? Like, seriously, have you ever read her chat? And the difference between you and, all right, a sub can go for another sub because you're both subs. Like, I couldn't really go after your dad, but another sub can. And she didn't go after your dad. She was joking around with you.
Nikki, I don't know your daddy. I was talking about you.
And she cracked a joke. That's all it was. Like, just relax, Nick.
Talked about your daddy and your life that you talk about up on a panel.
Like, say something about Crystal.
Say something about Crystal on YouTube that Crystal's done on YouTube or talked about on YouTube.
Nick,
I bet Nikki is in the Discord asking for my information right now.
Nick, that's bullshit. You have spoke about people's family. You have made wisecracks about people. You have. Don't say you haven't. I've heard you.
Let's talk about Dayton's hand. How many jokes did you say? How many jokes did you laugh about, Nikki?
That's right.
And he is a child who is under 18.
He was what, 14 at the time? 15? Yeah, it was 14 or 15. That's right.
I can't see chat, just so everybody knows.
And Crystal's right. You all thought that was funny. Well, he's my minor child. And Crystal isn't saying that she can or can't, and she's not the type, I'm going to talk about your family all day. That's not her either. But for you to act like you're so innocent, it's comical.
That broad Crystal. How many times did he call me a broad? I don't even know. Who's the last person you ever heard call anyone a broad?
No, it wasn't Molly. Well, Molly did make it, but so did Jones's dad. And you all laughed about it, talked about it on panel. It's no different, Nick. Grow some balls, seriously. Take some of QB's balls and plant them on yourself.
It's not surprising. You know who would be like upset about jokes like this would be somebody who sits in a house with posters on their bedroom wall. Did that hurt, Nikki?
Hang on, let me get him a bone.
Nikki can talk about Sweet Tea's problems, but nobody can talk about Nikki. I'm sorry, I can't see chat, but make sure everybody smash those likes.
Come here, little pitter patter. Come here, little pitter patter. He literally barks at Buka until Buka gets up. Poor Buki. He's so mean.
Fluffers is my spirit animal.
Is there proof that Nick talked about your family? Whistle down. He says he did not, and you are threatening violence on the poor lad. What did he say? And do you have a clip or a screenshot?
On the poor lad. He's just a little baby.
I know. Can you imagine Nick asking B not to talk about families? Try that on the next panel. I agree.
And why would Nick expect me to talk to him better than Queen Bee talks to him?
That's true too. The wee lad. What's up, Ash? Do I want to hear a joke? Sure. There you go. There's a link.
I thought if I got up here, Willow be running, but I guess not.
Phoenix passed out, which is a good thing. He looks a lot better, though. How is this a hate queen stream?
Oh my God.
Please tell me how this is a queen stream. We're talking to Nick. When did this become a Queen Bee stream? Oh my God, you people are so fucking twisted.
I don't understand people who talk so much smack are so whiny babies. Like really, you sit Hey channel, that's Queen Bees. They all sit up there, they run their mouth, which I think everybody's allowed to as long as we're not, going off the platform. But then nobody's allowed to talk. Granny's watching, you can't talk about Queen Bee stuff. And then they're all, oh God, everybody's going to talk about it. Crazy Discord leaks have been dropped. The whole community, of course, is seeing that. And you're all fighting on a panel, pulling more dirt out.
And on other people's panels.
Yeah, and on other people's panels. Let's just all pull out all, well, you said this and you wanted to do that. Just throw. Insert Willow's.
Willow was in here like an hour ago. Yeah, he was just here. And then he left and thought he was going to come back, but he hasn't. Underwater basket weaving, that would be tough. Nobody's talking about QB. The only
Jesus
one that brought up QB is independent thinker. Now we're gonna hear how this
And
is
my name is on QB's friggin' community post for miles. So I can say her name as many times as she said and typed out and looked for my docs and threatened me as I wanted to.
because Captain, they're both at fault for this. The only difference is Jonesin has taken accountability for it and QB is not. QB just wants to point. She is not taking any accountability.
QB's taken no accountability, and Joneson's taken as much as been not even exposed, because again, she did a live and threatened, but she's a little bit.
She's taken more than the other one. And I'm not like, what happened. I'm way over it. I'm not mad at her or anything. We've, made peace, but being that they're using Crystal, again, I don't care about me, so I'm taking me out of it. But they're using Crystal in this go-between for both of them in this fight, and it's ridiculous. QB is blaming Jones for everything. That's my point. It's not right. And neither one are apologizing.
And I'm not even a sub of theirs or a Patreon of theirs or a creator that's in the mix with them. They're just using me to throw at the other person. I think it's petty, and I really wish that they could just keep their dirt about each other and stop trying to just use me as some kind of deflection on the other one.
And that's the thing, though. Joneson isn't using Crystal to deflect on QB, but she really needs to own it and apologize.
Just do better. Just stop this stuff of like, I'm going to get doxxed and why? You gonna call? Are you sending me a Christmas card? Why do you need anything of mine? Unless you're sending me Laura's candles, you don't need my address.
There you go. Real whistle down. I agree with that. There are a lot of apologies to be made. I agree with that. Tinker. And every time I think they can get somewhere, it's another day of, well, you had Crystal's docs. And Cappy, the question is, what did QB do with our doxes? What did she do with Capone's info? What did she do with Crystal's info?
And remember, Cappy, she fell out with you because she was over once you doxed Queen Bee. Now you showed a picture of Queen Bee, and that was doxing. So this is not even a soft dox we're talking about, right? Because there's information, state, city. I don't know what all my information in my whole life means. Maybe they got my permanent record from school. It will go on your permanent record.
Tanya, no, I posted a video earlier. It said, stop the cap, Cappy. But I'm with you. I don't agree with grown women saying, cap, or I only use stop the cap because her name was Cappy. That's why. But I do agree with you. It's a teenage thing. So I'm with you on that.
I like to type it out because it makes Laura yell at me.
No, hold on. Not me, Cappy. I could care less. My shit's everywhere. You order a candle, you have my address. That's why I said take me out of it. It has nothing to do with me. But Crystal is a sub. Capone is a sub. They're both subs that were threatened and intimidated. Well, tried to intimidate by saying that they have the docs. Ash, you're right. It got lost in the mail. I did have it, but it got lost in the mail. Stop the cap is stop the lying. That's what stop the cap means. Captain Napton's nickname is Cappy. So Stop the Cap, Cappy was the title. And what I said applies to either. My knight in shining armor was bringing it to you, Ash. They both got lost on the way. They disappeared. Don't know what happened to either one. But, Cappy, I have a question. Though. You've been around a long time. After what happened with our Facebook leak, wouldn't you have been a little smarter about using Facebook? Just saying. You're right, Ash. I did. I apologize. I see you're a mod for Nick. I know I'm a mod. She made me an official mean girl.
Fluffers doesn't like it. He doesn't want you to be a mean girl.
I told her I wanted to be a mean girl. He's not even up there. Stop. Eat your bone. Should I heard you smell like an onion? Huh? And what if I was an independent thinker? Does that bother you? Are you now like QB? You're going to tell me where I can and can't go? I'm confused. Who else a mean girl besides Nicolina? I never heard of any. No, she has a whole mean girl crew. Well, no, Barbara. Cappy's been in my chat a lot. I don't use my regular Facebook, so yes, I'm a smarter about it. I made the mistake of thinking she was my friend regarding private convos. That is where I was stupid. Still, though. Yeah, I'm just curious why a independent thinker cares who I'm a mod for.
Too many people are caring about who's a mod for who and who goes in whose chat. Crazy. And don't hand anyone popcorn.
Oh, no way. I go there too. I was wondering if it was a good. No, it's not a clone. It's me. We were never mean girls, but Ash, I deserve a fucking halo. People make it out like I'm so horrible. I deserve a fucking halo compared to the shit we've seen over the last couple of days. I literally want my halo.
Back when we saw Eileen drop the Pete called PJ's job, and they were outside of Dolly's house laughing. That was way worse than any hippo joke that they've been leaked from our Discord.
Yep, I agree.
Please.
Yarn, she's from OGDC. I don't know if she was a sub. Well, I'm sure she was, but she was OGDC. She was back Diane and Wendy days. Don't you think QB has all your doxes? Oh, I'm sure, not burnt toast. I'm sure that blank screen has gotten everybody's docs. But again, me personally, I don't give a shit. I would choose a cult I get paid for at least. You'll spend a lot of time on. Yeah, I don't get it either. But it is what it is. I'm telling you, Yarn, I am. If you really watch all the crap that's gone down in the last couple of days, I deserve a fucking halo. Like a big, bright yellow halo. Because I am an angel. I have never done half the crap that has gone on in the last couple of days. I mean, maybe like 4 years ago, but even then, it wasn't that bad. Winston, stop. He doesn't want to go out. He doesn't want to play with you. Play with your bone. Yeah, what is up with that? Curious. Blank screen is accepted. He's a total real lifer. I agree. And now you got voices weaseling her way back in, which is even more pathetic.
Voices did a live this morning. She was big and bad. She was going to show everybody how bad Granny's watches is. And oh, yeah. But then she went on Queen Bee's and she was crying. And then everybody was mad at her because she did the live. And people are saying she's getting paid by the Hive. I don't know. It was just weird. Like, I don't know. Pick a lane. Like, if you're going to cry and do a 3-hour cry fest, call yourself Jonesin and be done with it. If you're going to be bad and, tell everybody you're going to call them off, well, then stand by it.
QB ain't fucking paying anyone. That's for sure.
No. Remember, Valoma had to pay her to learn how to, use StreamYards?
That's true. Good point.
The one that was buying her memberships and left and right and super chats, but she had to pay her to learn how to do StreamYard.
I forget about that. I forget about a lot of things, but that really says it all. It does. Thank you, darling. It really says it all. She would do it for 10. Yeah, but the fact that she even charged her, she literally charged Valoma to learn StreamYards. Like, wow. I don't even like you, Valoma. I would have showed you how to do it for free.
If she throws a party when you die or not.
Tutorials are free on YouTube. That's true. Leave him alone, you big meanie, you big bully. You're a 4-pound bully. He's sleeping. Leave him alone. I'm telling you, MM's going to make a video about you tomorrow.
Hey, flippers.
It's a pain in the ass. What? You want to go out? Is that why you're barking? You want to go out? You want your big brother to go out with you? Hold on. Come on. You feel all alone? You feel all alone? Huh? Phoenix is sleeping and Dayton's sleeping. And you want someone to play with? Huh? Telling you, Mom's gonna make a video about you. Who charged Valoma to use StreamYards? Valoma said she paid QB for StreamYards.
She paid QB to learn how to use StreamYards.
And that came from Valoma's mouth. What? I'll play with you. Since nobody else wants to play with you. This way you don't have videos made about you. Hate videos about how annoying you are.
How could you hate fluffers?
I know, right?
You should post a video of him barking in your bathroom. Just so people have content, be nice. Be nice for them.
My little boo. My little boo-boo. She makes videos about you. Yes, she does. She says, I don't like that little dog. It's all on the clip channels. You would have tried. I forgot about her. He does. He gets so mad that Winston, that Booker just sleeps. He's old. He's not young like you. And then he gets frustrated. Why won't he play with me?
All right, I'm gonna jump. I don't know the etiquette when if I was B10, I'd say I'm gonna skedaddle.
All right, skedaddle. I was gonna get off an hour ago.
I know, I kept you on.
I know. Thank you, love.
Of course, hope.
I
All right,
love.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye, Crystal. Thank you, sweetie pie. He needs a bath. Look, he looks like a Lhasa Apso, but he's not. He's actually a full-bred Maltese. Say hi. Say hi. Say I'm dirty and I need a haircut. Bad. See? You're going to have to talk to everyone. What? Oh. Look. Yeah, no, Cappy, that's what was said. That came right from Veloma's mouth. That wasn't something anyone made up. That came from Veloma's mouth. He looks like a Lhasa Apso. He does love his mom. He loves his mama. He loves his mama. Oh, no, Dak, you have a screenshot? Yeah, that was Crystal on panel. He's not. I know he does now because he needs a haircut. Tomorrow's a haircut when Phoenix feels better. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Boop. They had an agreement that it should be between them. What? I know Phoenix is sick. I know. His hair's so long. Why do we need proof? Because you don't believe it? I hope he is too. When I went in just to check on him, he's definitely better. Like you can tell his fever broke. Now, will it stay broke? I don't know. But I bought him some food. Sage is like, why are you buying so much? He's only here for another 2 days. I said, because you don't know how much your brother eats. Right? Right, Poopy? So I'm going to get off, though, because I can only hold him for so long. Oh, I know. He was like running towards his room. That's why I wanted to make sure that he was okay. 2 pups and your bird? Yeah, Crystal, you did awesome. And I agree with what Crystal was saying. You never heard that before, Captain? Really? That's an old rumor. But yeah, that came right from Veloma. You can't hold your dog? He lays on my lap every time I have to do work, every time I print out labels, anything. He's right here. And he never used to be. It's only since I got breast cancer that he's like really cuddly with me. Like he always let me hold him, but he always has to be on me now. And at night, he'll like lay on my boob. I'm like, he knows. He just does. But it's like he's always afraid. And he just has to be on my lap. I just bumped his head. He's got to be sitting on my lap when I'm working. But yeah, at night he'll come over and he'll put his little head on me. And a lot of times he'll lay on my boob. And then other times, because it's on my left side, he always comes on my right side because I sleep on the left side. But every once in a while, he'll come on my left side and just lay there. I'm like, you afraid someone's going to kidnap me? Like, what's your deal? What's your deal, Doug? I think they do know. I said that to my mom. I said, I really think he does know, because even the first night, like, he like put his head on my boob. Right? You smart baby. You smart baby. So, all right, I'm going to get off though. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for the Cash Apps, PayPals, a few super chats, but all the gifts you guys have given me. Like, I know it was a lot in a short time because you had cancer, Christmas, my birthday, but we're done now. So yeah. So thank you guys. Like, really, really appreciate it. My mom, I was telling my mom all the great, awesome gifts I got. She's like, I just don't understand. So, and in 3 days, we go see Jonice. And also the candle orders. Can't forget all the candle orders that have come in, which is awesome. And they need to keep coming in. Believe that. So yeah, 3 days I go see Jonice, drop him off at the airport, and then off we go. Off I go. So, all right. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and hopefully Phoenix is better. So, all right. I'll see you guys later. Peace.